rankings. Be honest. If you know boxing, be honest. There's levels.
In the show, bro. The show. He's very sharp. That's all I can.
Dangerous.
Very dangerous. He don't look like he's a 46.
He looks like he's 36. That's
Gervonta Davis was left speechless after witnessing Manny Pacquiao's mind-blowing training clips ahead of the Barrios fight. Despite his age, Pacquiao moves with the ferocity of a man in his prime, blazing hand speed, thunderous power, and footwork that cuts through the gym like lightning. He doesn't look like a legend making a return. He looks like a champion ready to take over once more. Inside Pacquiao's camp, the stories are even more unbelievable. Sparring partners say he's as explosive and sharp as ever. One teammate revealed Pacquiao went 8 intense rounds, without slowing down, not a hint of fatigue. His punches were fast, precise, and timed to perfection. Every move looked calculated, every hit crisp. They say he's not just keeping pace, he's setting it. Manny's shocking everyone with how fresh, focused, and hungry he still is.
Everybody is surprised, so it's gonna be a good fight. Really.
What's the most impressive? His speed, his power, his footwork?
He's everything, because you don't see him slow down. People say he's slowing down, but he's not. I mean, that's where you're exactly going to be surprised, because he's sharp, really, to be honest with you. He's very, very sharp. That's why I don't want to say anything else, but...
No, leave it at that.
You know,
but how...
I live it that way, but...
Okay, so let me ask you this. In 11 days, he steps into the ring at the MGM in Las Vegas to fight Mario Barrios. Yeah. How does the fight end?
There's a chance on knockout.
Manny,
I can see that.
You can see a knockout?
I'm not going to say what round, but...
Just that Manny wins either way, knockout or decision.
Yeah. I don't think decision. Maybe. But decision is kind of... I don't know if it's going to distance, really. Because the way
Manny's that
I see
explosive.
Everything is... I don't know.
Okay, now let's talk about his son, Jim, for a second. How talented is his son?
He's a very good fighter. You know, he's
good
going
power.
there.
I've seen him knock people out.
Yeah, he's but power. You know, but right now he's still. You know, we want him to grow more. You know, so to be ready. Actually, he's ready already. So we just want it to work in silence. So we keep it down.
What's your message to all Pacquiao fans who are watching this, who are getting ready, who are excited for Manny Pacquiao Barrios, July 19, Las Vegas?
Tune in to this coming fight, because it's gonna be a very good fight.
Don't go to the kitchen. Don't go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Don't look at your phone.
Yes,
because it can happen.
Focus on that, because I know Mario Barrios also is training hard too. Manny also, he trained like there's no tomorrow.
Boxing icon Roy Jones Jr. has thrown his full support behind Manny Pacquiao's comeback. While many raise doubts about age and ring rust, Jones believes Pacquiao is different. His unmatched work ethic, experience, and warrior mindset set him apart from the rest. According to Jones, Pacquiao isn't returning for applause, he's coming back to conquer. He called him one of the few fighters capable of rewriting the rules of time.
I would not be able to take credit for beating Pacquiao after he got knocked out by Marquez, because that's not the same Pacquiao.
Of course.
That's not the Pacquiao at the top of his game.
Yeah, of course.
But in society today, we'll call that person the best fighter ever.
Of course.
When that's not how that goes. That's not reality. But in the business world, it is, because look how much money he made.
Here we go. Who's greater than me? I said Sugar Ray Robinson. He said Sugar Ray Robinson. How many wins he got? I said he got like over 150 wins. He stopped for me. He said, but who got more championship titles? me or him? I said, hold on, Floyd. He said, answer the question. I said, Floyd, there's more titles now than then. There was just one then. That's no fair. Answer the question. I said, okay, you. Do I not have 28 titles? And I was just like, I don't know. He said, oh, you're supposed to be the expert. But the reason why I said that is because there's minor and major titles. Who else greater than me? I said Henry Armstrong, Roberto Duran. He said, oh my God. He said, you said something about Pacquiao. Yeah, I said, I think you'll beat Pacquiao every day of the week, but I think he had a greater career. He said, you ain't think Pacquiao was on steroids? I said, he didn't fail any tests, Floyd. He said, look at me in my eyes. I can't say, man, he didn't fail. He said, oh man, you failed. I saw that as a initiation. This is what you about to get. Nobody's greater than Floyd. My thing is, he should feel that way, but you can't expect everybody to feel that you're the greatest.
Mario Barrios isn't buying into the nostalgia. While he respects Manny Pacquiao outside the ring, he's made it clear that respect ends the moment the bell rings. Barrios sees Pacquiao not as a legend, but as a man trying to take what's his. He's prepared to defend his title without sentiment or hesitation, treating Pacquiao like any other challenger. This fight, for him, is strictly business.
Since the fight was announced, I think initially I was kind of just like shocked. Like, man, dude, like Pacquiao wants to fight me, right? He wants to fight me for my title. You know, I think for the sport of boxing and I think just sports in general, like Manny is that name. When you think about boxing, right? He's somebody that comes to mind. At least for me, like I've been watching him since I was, I guess, since my earliest memories of boxing. Manny has been a name that's like, okay, like he's the man. And yeah, you know, now he wants to come out of retirement. He wants to fight me for my title. I can't look at it as anything other than, you know, it's just another opponent trying to take what's mine. You know, he's outside the ring. I have, you know, nothing but respect for him. Nothing but respect for everything he's accomplished. For the person he is, you know, everything he does, you know, for his country and more. But as soon as we step in the ring, you know, he's in there trying to take what's mine.
I'm not training with the mentality, you know, that I'm getting ready, you know, to fight an icon, fight a legend. At the end of the day, he's just another man, you know, trying to fight for my title. He's going in there trying to, you know, take my title, and I got to do whatever it takes to make sure he does.
Brian Mendoza admires Pacquiao's greatness, but adds a note of caution. He acknowledges the legendary speed and ring IQ, but warns that age is a force no one escapes. Mendoza believes Pacquiao can still explode with power and precision, but the deeper rounds might reveal physical wear. His analysis serves as a reminder. While the heart may be willing, the body eventually speaks.
Say that before the interview.
I know. This is an unbiased opinion.
Man, I'm looking forward to it, you know, even just as a boxing fan, you know, obviously coming up, it was always, you know, seeing Pacquiao's fights and stuff, and now to see the homie, you know, going up against him like that, it's wild, man. It's a wild feeling. I know even more so for him, but nah, man, I just think at the end of the day, I feel like, you know, the age will show up in the fight. I think at first, you know, he's had people talk about the layoff, but it's also a rest for someone at that age. So I feel like he's going to be rested. I feel like we might see, you know, hints of little old Manny, no pun intended, the old Manny. Little bits of flashes of that in there, but I think at the end of the day, man, Mario's super sharp. This is the sharpest I've ever seen him, you know, this far in camp. I'm super excited, bro, and he's gonna put on a great show. I still kind of lean towards like a decision, but regardless, it's Mario's way. If there is a stoppage, I think it'll be in like the second half. Like I said, you know, because I think that's really when the age is gonna show. Because you can look good in the gym, man, but once those bright lights are on you, anything that's wrong will come out. So as much of a legend man he is, I think, you know, he bit off a little more than he can chew with Barrios.
Despite the doubts, many fans still believe in Pacquiao's magic. His recent training footage has reignited faith among those who see him as more than just a name. They see a fighter who defies time. They believe his unpredictable angles, relentless pressure, and unshakable will are weapons that age can't dull. For them, this comeback isn't just about nostalgia, it's about unfinished business.
Manny Pacquiao returns to the ring against a young fighter, champion WBC, Mario Barrios. How do you see that fight playing out?
Yeah, Barrios is a tall guy, and he's a tough guy. You know, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt because Pacquiao is champion, the holder of the records of 8 divisions. and he knows how to fight. He knows how to win. So you always got to give it that opportunity for him to show up. And now whoever shows up in that ring, whether it's a desire to win or just try to be there, that's a question that we have to see. But I believe that he has the ability to do something to win the fight against.
Experts agree Pacquiao's best shot lies in a fast and calculated start, with questions about his stamina in the later rounds. The game plan is simple: overwhelm Barrios early. If Manny can dictate the tempo from the opening bell, he can build momentum and avoid the dangers of fatigue. The key will be precision, pressure, and staying one step ahead of Barrios' slower adjustments.
I was talking to somebody about Manny coming back fighting Mario Barrios.
Ouch.
And this was the analogy I gave. Your timing is just, it slows down. That's time. Time slows you down. And so, to me, I think Manny has to come out very strong, very fast in the first couple of rounds, because his gas tank ain't what it used to be. At 46 years old, you come out and let's just say hypothetically your gas is half full at 46 years old. I'd rather try to use that half tank
when I got something
in 2 or 3 rounds.
Yeah.
And really get off on this kid, because he has the kind of style. Styles make fights. He's got the perfect style for Manny to do what he do. But the further that fight goes, the more that's gonna go down. He ain't young no more when it does this. It ain't gonna do this no more. It ain't gonna go down and then come back up. He not gonna create space, take a deep breath, and that thing shoot up the way it used to. He ain't gonna do that.
Analysts have begun dissecting Barrios' defensive style, and the verdict is far from reassuring. Many believe his guard has exploitable gaps, especially against a high-volume, high-IQ fighter like Pacquiao, with sharp angles and blazing combinations. Pacquiao could break through and do serious damage if he stays alert and avoids early counters. For a relentless attacker like Manny, Barrios might be the perfect target.
Barrios, bro. Who do you like?
It's hard to know, at the age of Pacquiao, what we're going to get from him, But I'll tell you this. Depending on his conditioning, right? Depending on how much he can pop in on that instep that he brought to me, that notorious fast instep, if he can pop in that instep, and if Pacquiao can get in, I know he can hurt Mario Barrios. Defense of Mario Barrios is still suspect. He is willing to get caught. You can catch the kid. It's not hard to fight.
Questions continue to surround Barrios' credentials. Critics point out that he's been stopped before by fighters who arguably don't match Pacquiao's speed or power, even at this stage. While Barrios is a solid contender, many feel he hasn't truly been tested at the elite level. That leaves a wide-open opportunity for Pacquiao to capitalize, especially if he controls the pace and forces Barrios into uncomfortable waters. For those backing Manny, this fight is not only winnable, it's tailor-made.
Are you cool with Pacquiao against Mario Barrios?
I am. I'm cool with it. If I was cool with Manny Pacquiao coming back and fighting Keith Thurman, I'm definitely going to be cool with this one. Barrios is not a puncher. Thurman was one of the biggest punchers in boxing. I think he's going to be just fine with Mario Barrios, who we know what he is on the top level. He comes up short. He's been stopped by fighters that are less than Manny Pacquiao, Tank Davis. So I like this fight. I think he's not going to be an overwhelming favorite, but I think it'll be a 50-50 fight, regardless of his inactivity and age. His explosiveness, even at this age, his greatness, and the fact that you can never know what Barrios you're going to get. And yeah, man, I like this fight. Why not? Nostalgia, marketable. Everyone will be behind him. It'll be internationally successful. I'm in.
How are you comparing Pacquiao coming back this summer at 46 after not fighting in 5 years to Pacquiao in 2019 fighting Keith Thurman, which came after back-to-back wins over Lucas Batiste and Adrian Broner? Those two scenarios could not be more.
Some experts argue that if age weren't a factor, Pacquiao will be the clear favorite, no debate. Even now, they say his fundamentals remain intact and his ring IQ is on another level. His sparring performances have turned heads. Insiders say he's moving with surgical precision, firing off clean combinations and gliding across the canvas with signature footwork. He's reportedly gone multiple rounds without signs of fatigue, mentally locked in and physically dialed.
8-division world champion, now Hall of Famer, Manny Pacquiao is now gearing up to take on welterweight champion Mario Barrios. And this is going to be an interesting fight. Now, I see a lot of people talking about Pacquiao saying that he's a former shell of himself, which he probably is. But make no mistake, 60% Manny Pacquiao is still good enough to beat on a lot of these young guys. Now, people are talking about Mario Barrios because he beat Udonis Ugas, someone who beat Manny Pacquiao last time out. But styles make fights, and this training footage of Manny Pacquiao training, I don't know. I think Barrios might be in for a long night, especially given his last time out with Ramos.
He ain't lying.